Oklahoma has a lot of talent, and we played them here the first game. We shot the ball extremely well from the perimeter. You know, they'll play a little bit of 1-3-1, a little bit of 2-3, and then throw man-to-man on you. But, you know, they've been doing a good job with 1-3-1. And, you know, needless to say, we're going to have to be able to hit some shots. If we hit some shots, then we can get them out of it. If we don't, we'll see it most of the game.
I'd say it's a good problem to have, but the idea of having beaten them here, now they're looking for a little bit of revenge. Do you guard against that, and how much do you have to face that, you know, throughout this season, the way that your girls are playing?
Well, you do. You face it. That's the tough part about this league. You play everybody twice. If you beat them the first time, you know they're really coming at you the second time. And if they beat you the first time, then you're coming at them the second time because you don't want to get beat twice by the same team. So, you know, they're at home. You know, we did beat them here, so it'll be a tough game.
You mentioned recently hoping this team isn't peaking too soon, and you hear that all the time with basketball teams. Is there something that you do as a coach to try to, especially this kind of a group, to have them peaking, so to speak, at the right time?
Well, I think if you watched us first 10 minutes the other night, you wouldn't say we're peaking too soon right now. So, no, I don't think we're peaking. You know, it's just a matter. It becomes mental right now at this time of the year. You know, stay focused. You have 7 games left in the regular season, and you have to stay focused. We're fortunate enough to have 4 of them at home, 3 on the road. So we need to stay focused these 7 games, and then we'll worry about, you know, postseason after that.
There are obviously some teams that are just happy to win, but you come away from some of these wins lately. I mean, you almost sounded your post game as though the team didn't win. To know that you're still capable of getting far better, but here you are, you know, with such an improved record. How positive and how much motivation, I guess, does that give you guys going forward?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing. You know, you never want to be satisfied. You know, your ultimate goal is to win a national championship. So, I mean, you know, I'm never pleased. It don't matter. You know, I'm never going to be pleased as a coach. But, you know, I need to continue to push and continue to say, hey, we got to get better in these areas, because there is a lot of areas we need to get better at, and we're not consistent. So, you know, those are the things. Even, you know, I've said this all along, you know, I really don't coach the score. We could be up 20, down 20. You know, I'm coaching the situation, coaching the game. So I don't get caught up in score and record and that thing. You know, we expect certain things done at certain times on the floor, and if it's not done, then, you know, we got to get better in those areas.
So your number of seniors you have, do you start talking to them about that? Do you think they get that they're ultimately going to be remembered what happens here over the next month and a half?
They know. You know what, this group of seniors is just, well, they've been a great group since they've been freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So it doesn't surprise me. They're great seniors, and they know what's at stake. They know what's at stake, and you know, I hear them talking. I really don't have to say much because they talk amongst themselves. And a lot of times they make sure I hear it, so, you know, on purpose. But you know, they've done a great job, and you know, this group here, and I've said this all along, even as, you know, sophomores, juniors, seniors, we lose a game or don't play well, almost every time I get 2 or 3 texts from them later at night, you know, saying, we're sorry we didn't play well, we'll do better next time. So that's the type of people these are.
Mike, they've got one key player that's kind of a star-type player in Albert. You've got 4 girls that have scored 25 or more points in a game sometime during their career. Is that harder to play against when you've got that, or is it harder to stop the unstoppable?
Well, I think so. I think, well, you know, if you look at our game against Baylor, you wouldn't say that, but I think when everybody on the floor can score and you're balanced scoring, and if you look at Oklahoma, even though they have the star player, they have 3 others that score double figures. So they're hard to cover too, and I think we're hard to cover because of that. And then we can bring some people off the bench who could have double figures also, which is unique. And, you know, at any given night, I think the other night, you know, Asia didn't score a lot and Avery Fields didn't score a lot, but yet, you know, our guards picked it up and did a good job. So, you know, I think we can go inside and get some scoring, but also on the perimeter if we need to.
I mean, you go into a game with a plan, obviously, that you've scouted, et cetera.
Yeah.
But do you feel your way in almost to see who is fitting that day?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, on our side, you know who's playing well, who's playing hard, who's hitting their shots, who's not. What's the best combination? And if you know, I'll play 9 to 10 people and try to see who's playing well together and that type of stuff. And on the other end, you know, sometimes people have an off day. So now, you know, you go in. Your game plan is to shade them, but they're not playing well. So now all of a sudden somebody else starts hitting. So you got to make adjustments as the game goes on.